Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2021 Nightingale Gala. My name is Anne Marie Papa, and I have the distinct pleasure of being the president of Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania. This will be my last year as president, and as I reflect, I can think about all of the wonderful things that our board, our scholarship, our awards, our program committee, and every committee within our board has done so that they could provide scholarship and recognize excellence in each and every one of you. So I take this opportunity to thank them and to thank all of you for the last 4 years. But tonight is about you. Tonight is about celebrating the best of the best in Pennsylvania. Who would have thought that again we would be celebrating virtually this year? We hoped to do an in-person gala, but with the Delta variants and with all of the staffing challenges that many of us are facing, we felt this was the best decision to make. These past year and a half to almost 2 years, we've all been faced with unprecedented challenges. I really don't like that word, but that's what it is. Every day, you don't know what you're coming into. And it's tiring at times. And we understand that you've got compassion fatigue, some moral distress. You've had to make some tough decisions. You've had to see some challenging things in the care of our patients. And often we're in a little bit of empathy overload. But what really shines through is your courage and your resilience and your dedication to your patients and to each other. So this is the night that we celebrate you. We celebrate the best of the best in the state of Pennsylvania. Those of you that receive scholarships, congratulations. The nominees, congratulations to each and every one of you. To be recognized by your peers and nominated is an honor. Cherish it. Remember how wonderful you are. As my year comes to an end, I'll be changing the guards and passing the torch to my friend Betty Long. January 1st, Betty Long will take the reins as president of Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania. She also happens to be a presenting sponsor. So as I pass the torch across the room to Betty, I wish her the best of luck. I thank you for all that you all have done. And take it away, Betty.
Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie, for passing the torch. I appreciate that. And thanks to you for all of your work and commitment as president of the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania. You will be a hard act to follow. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Betty Long, and besides being the new president of the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania, I am the founder and CEO of Guardian Nurses Healthcare Advocates, one of the presenting sponsors of tonight's gala. I hope you are all enjoying tonight's virtual celebration in the company of friends, family, and colleagues, and enjoying maybe a glass or two of champagne or any other adult beverage. My message tonight to you is simple. Thank you. From the very bottom of my heart, thank you. Since March of 2020, our lives have been dramatically changed. Much has been written about the impact of the pandemic on healthcare delivery and operations, on our economy, on the health and welfare of our patients, and yes, on the effect that all of this has had on our mental health. There is no way that any nurse, whether working directly in a hospital or just watching the news, has not had their lives changed. But everyone watching tonight knows that nurses are strong enough to tolerate anything and soft enough to understand anyone. And certainly the COVID-19 pandemic proved just that. My company, Guardian Nurses, was founded in 2003 because I wanted to help patients navigate the ever increasingly complex healthcare system. And who better to do that than a nurse? Now, 18 years later, we are helping patients and families all over the United States. And more importantly, we are always celebrating nurses and the impact that our work has, which is why I love the Nightingale Awards and am looking forward to leading the very talented and committed Board of Trustees during my tenure as president. In Nightingale's 31st year, our mission is the same, providing scholarships to nurses by celebrating and recognizing excellence in nursing, just like tonight. For me, it doesn't get any more positive than that. So regardless of where you're watching, grab a drink, Sit back and enjoy this celebration of all that is good in nursing. I know I will be. And to all the finalists, congratulations and cheers. And now, I have the great pleasure of introducing the amazing nurse who put all of tonight together, Paula Coe, the chair of tonight's program committee. Paula, take it away.
I would like to extend a sincere thank you to the team of nurses on our program committee and Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania Board of Trustees, who have contributed to planning our second virtual Nightingale Awards Gala. While I am sure a disappointment for those of you who had planned on joining us in person, the health and safety of our nurses and community is our top priority. And it is with that in mind that we came to this difficult decision. We thank you for joining us for our Nightingale Awards Gala from the comfort of your home or work. I'd like to be the first to and foremost offer my sincere thanks to Marianne Blosky, Karen Geiser, Pam Ozog, Tracy Young, Susan Richwine, Mary Rogers Schubert, Betty Long, Claire Mooney, Alan Benace, and Anne-Marie Papa. Thank you all for your hard work and commitment to making sure this event is so special for our finalists. I would also like to thank Tricia Long and Concepts Management Group for their invaluable help to assist us with this planning and coordinating the event this evening. And finally, I would also like to thank Castellan Meeting and Events, in particular Beth Castellan and Debbie and Ray Zapparoni, for your partnership with making this 32nd annual Nightingale Awards virtual gala come to life. We must also pause to recognize the families, friends, and colleagues of our nominees and finalists for their unwavering encouragement and behind-the-scenes efforts that support these exemplary nurses to do what they do, day in and day out. I think I speak for all of our finalists when I say they couldn't do what they do without your sacrifices and support. The past 2 years have been indeed the years of the nurse. The pandemic has stretched our workforce to limits none of us ever thought was possible in our lifetime. Yet while each of us have had differing experiences with managing the COVID pandemic, I want to deeply express my thanks to all of our bedside caregivers for their commitment to the front lines, caring for patients and families. To all of you joining this evening, thank you for your unwavering dedication to our profession, either because you are a nurse or supporting nurses behind the scenes when they have needed it the most. And now we'd like to present to you our two presenting sponsors, WellSpan Health and Guardian Nurses. Chris O'Shea, Chief Nurse Executive, and Betty Long have prepared some remarks. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chris O'Shea, Senior Vice President and Chief Nurse Executive for WellSpan Health. We're very excited to again sponsor this year's Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania. Nurses save lives every day, not only at the patient's bedside, but through research, patient advocacy, leadership, and process improvement to create better outcomes. More was asked of our nurses throughout the last year and a half than ever before, as they put their lives on the front lines in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. I've seen firsthand how our employees have come together across our system to work toward a common goal of providing quality care for all, despite the challenges. I know all of you who represent systems across Pennsylvania have done the same. I want to take a moment to pause and recognize everyone's dedication to serving our communities. Thank you for your hard work. I know it hasn't been easy. Now, we're here to celebrate a number of individuals who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. Their commitment to the nursing profession, their organization's mission, and the welfare of our patients and communities is tremendous and inspiring. Congratulations to all of the honorees nominated for awards this evening, and thank you for setting such a stellar example for all of us to follow. Have a great evening.
And now I want to welcome each of you joining us, albeit virtually, to this very special celebration of nursing. Nurses from across the state representing a variety of practice areas are being honored for having made a difference in their clinical setting, their communities, and their organizations as a whole. Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania recognizes exceptional performance in clinical practice RN, advanced practice RN, doctorate of nursing practice, nursing administration executive, nursing administration leader manager, nursing education academia, nursing education staff development, community nursing, and nursing research. Celebrate with us as we highlight and recognize nursing excellence and exemplary professional practices. These practices and initiatives led to the outcomes these dedicated nursing professionals have achieved not only for themselves, but for their patients, staff, and colleagues. The nurses we honor here tonight have dedicated themselves to nursing, not seeking the accolades of an evening like this one, but making a difference, helping those in need for a variety of reasons, diagnoses, and situations, living the art and science of the nursing profession. As we acknowledge the accomplishments of the nurses who are our finalists, your hearts will be touched, and you will be amazed, asking yourself, how do they do that? We want to thank and acknowledge those individuals who recognized these nurses' achievements and took the time to submit nominations on their behalf, so that their talents and nursing practice could be highlighted here this evening. At this time, I would like to introduce Eva Baring, who is the chair of our scholarship committee, who will present our scholarship participants.
Good evening. My name is Eva Baring, and I co-chair the Scholarship Committee for Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania. To recognize the nursing profession and the future of nursing, and in keeping with the recruitment focus of Nightingale Foundation, to date, over $370,000 has been awarded to student nurses in Pennsylvania, pursuing a career in nursing or advancing their education. This year, we were more than pleased to receive 183 applications. To be eligible for a scholarship, an applicant must be a resident of Pennsylvania and agree to work in Pennsylvania following successful completion and licensure. Academic achievement, leadership, personal commitment, and community service are the criteria in which the scholarships are awarded. Tonight, we are pleased to announce that we have been able to award 7 scholarships. I would like to announce those recipients to you at this time. The Associate Degree Scholarship is awarded to Erica Barnes. Erica attended Lehigh Carbon Community College in Chenexville in Lehigh County and graduated in May 2021. The Diploma Scholarship is awarded to Katie Lynn Andusewski. Katie Lynn attended UPMC Shadyside School of Nursing and graduated in April 2021. The BSN Scholarship recipient is Easton Brown. Easton attends Clarion University of Pennsylvania in Clarion and plans to graduate in May 2024. The BSN Completion Scholarship is awarded to Pamela Ryan, RN. Pamela attended the Pennsylvania College of Health Sciences in Lancaster and graduated in August 2021. The Advanced Degree Master Scholarship is awarded to Sangha Young, BSN, RN, FNP, C. Sangha attended Penn State University in University Park and pursued her studies as a family nurse practitioner. Sangha graduated in May 2021 and plans to focus on providing holistic health care to minority individuals. The Advanced Degree Doctoral Scholarship is awarded to Selena Torgerson, BSN, RN, CCRN. Selena attends the University of Pittsburgh and is pursuing a doctoral with a focus on anesthesia. She plans to graduate in December 2023. The PhD Scholarship is awarded to Sajin Bien Amy, MSN, RN, CRNP, AGP, CNP, BC. Sajine is attending Widener University School of Nursing in Chester and is pursuing her PhD in nursing science. Sajine anticipates completing her studies in January 2022. Congratulations to these exceptional students who have already distinguished themselves by demonstrating deep levels of commitment, caring, compassion, community service, and academic achievement. They have earned a place of honor, along with 200 former scholarship recipients since 1991. Recruiting and retaining these accomplished nurses will help to ensure the future of nursing excellence in Pennsylvania. As a Nightingale Scholarship recipient, they join an impressive group of nursing professionals who today are using their knowledge and their talents to make a difference in the lives of others. Please join me in congratulating these exceptional individuals. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. While we formally recognize the top 1 to 3 finalists in each of our categories, I must bring to your attention our other nominees. Please join me in recognizing all of the nominees for the Nightingale Awards. You can find their names listed within the program booklet that you can find on the Nightingale Gala website page. We congratulate these outstanding nurses for their accomplishments and excellence in nursing practice. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Michelle Conley, Chair of the Awards Committee, who will now present the award categories.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Conley, and I am honored to be with you this evening. On behalf of the entire Awards Committee, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to all of our nominees. Each of you has demonstrated tremendous dedication and passion throughout your careers, and it is an amazing privilege to read the nominations that have led to you being here this evening. You all have so very much to be proud of, and tonight is our chance to celebrate each of you and thank you for all you have contributed to our profession. As I think about each of the nominations submitted, I could not help but notice the pride and love reflected in the words of your colleagues in their descriptions of each of you, our Nightingale nominees. As was mentioned earlier, each year, Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania recognizes exceptional nurses for their contributions to the nursing profession. The categories that we recognize include clinical practice, community health, advanced practice, the doctorate of nursing practice, nursing administration at both the clinical leader manager level as well as the executive level, nursing education in academia and staff education, and nursing research. Nominations are received from healthcare organizations throughout our Commonwealth. Each nomination is blinded and then reviewed by a diverse committee from a variety of practice settings. Many members of the awards committee are in fact previous nominees and winners themselves. Based on the scoring of those reviews, our finalists are determined. The finalist with the highest cumulative score is named the winner. That said, obviously by virtue of the fact that you are with us here as a nominee, you have clearly demonstrated exceptional practice. And regardless of who is named the winner, that is an incredible accomplishment. Lastly, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our entire awards committee for all of your hard work in reviewing hundreds of nominations and for your thoughtfulness and commitment to the awards process. On behalf of all of us on the awards committee, congratulations to everyone nominated and to tonight's winners.
And now it is indeed a pleasure to present to you the 2021 finalists who are receiving honors for excellence in nursing. At this time, members of our program committee and board of trustees will present to you our finalists as we display pictures the finalists have submitted that highlights them at work, at home, and in their communities, while highlighting their nominations are read. The additional highlights and accomplishments of these nurses can be found on the online program booklet. Without further ado, I present to you our Nightingale finalists.
Good evening. My name is Betty Long, member of the Nightingale Awards Program Committee. It is my honor to present to you this evening the 3 finalists in the Clinical Practice RN category. Our first finalist is Emma Harris, BSN RN, CMS RN, Interim Unit Director on the R3 East Unit, a mixed COVID med-surg unit at Tower Health in Reading, PA. Emma was nominated by former Nightingale winner Christy Klein, her manager. Just 6 years into her nursing career since graduating from Reading Hospital School of Health Sciences, Emma received her BSN in 2017 and is currently enrolled in a master's program for leadership in health systems management at Drexel University. At Tower Health, she is just as driven and determined. Besides her responsibilities as a unit director, she has participated on evidence-based practice committees, nurse practice councils, a workplace violence team, an informatics work group, precepted nursing students from Alvernia College, and been a patient safety ambassador. When she's not studying or working, Emma's hobbies include reading a variety of books, Harry Potter is her favorite, and watching movies of all genres, weightlifting, as well as spending time with her 2 canine kids, Ralph and Phoebe, who appreciate it when she comes home from lunch to take them out for a walk. As the oldest of 5 children, Emma checks in on her younger siblings, 2 of whom are still school-aged, and helps with their school activities. Prior to COVID, she was training as a power lifter, but working out at a gym where very few people were wearing masks gave her pause, but she does hope to return. Like a lot of us, there is a long line of mothers and grandmothers who paved the way for their daughters and sons to continue in their footsteps. Inspiring Emma was her paternal grandmother, Mary Harris, who graduated from Reading Hospital's nursing school, and most recently, her mother, Brooke Harris, who not only also graduated from Reading Hospital's nursing school, but works in the unit right next door to Emma. No doubt, both Mary and Brooke are very proud of their Nightingale finalist. Congratulations, Emma. Our second finalist is Kathy Perko, BSN RN, RNC-OB, labor and delivery nurse at Lancaster General Hospital in Lancaster, PA. A nurse for more than 40 years, 36 of which have been at Lancaster General, an impressive accomplishment. Kathy was nominated by her colleague, clinical nurse Tina Mull. Kathy gives credit for her education to her college-educated parents, both of whom are alive and well and in their 90s, and who she describes as amazing, and to her dad particularly for, let's just say, motivating her. Some might describe it as extortion to get her BSN at a time, 1980, when most nurses were not. Showing her creativity very early on, Kathy was a brand new mom, having just delivered her baby, and could tell that the nurses on the unit really loved what they were doing. Her postpartum nurse got her an application that Kathy filled out and turned in the day she and her baby went home. She figured that it would take her years to be offered a position on that unit. Clearly, it was worth the wait. Through her career, Kathy has been recognized for her clinical expertise and commitment to nursing practice as it relates to women's reproductive health and safety. Most recently, this year, she won the hospital's Helen McClelland Award for Research and Innovation by introducing an age-old, non-invasive, inexpensive, easy-to-teach Mexican midwifery technique, Rebozo Mantita, which when implemented on Kathy's unit, decreased the C-section rate for protracted labor. Florence Nightingale would be proud. Active in her church and in the gym, Kathy also loves to garden and travel. She looks forward to a time when she and her husband can return to the wine region of France, as she loves red wine. And when she wants to kick back and relax, Kathy and her husband enjoy sharing time in the kitchen, as he loves to cook and she loves to pair the wine with whatever he's making. And lest you were wondering, no, she has not watched Call the Midwife, though she thinks maybe when she retires, she'll get around to it. Congratulations, Kathy, on a long, happy career and on being a Nightingale finalist. Our third finalist is Alicia Valentine, MSN, RN, RNC-OB, a staff nurse at Albert Einstein Medical Center Northern Division in Philadelphia. who was nominated by Priscilla Nunez, staff educator at Einstein. Alicia is also a certified childbirth educator, certified interpreter for Spanish-speaking patients, and adjunct clinical OB instructor for both LaSalle University and Gwinnett University. It was thanks to the encouragement of her mom, an immigrant from Mexico, that Alicia pursued a nursing career, graduating from Einstein School of Nursing in 1983. She worked as a med-surg nurse at Parkview Hospital in Philadelphia, which is now closed, raising her son and daughter before landing at Einstein in 2003, where she found her passion in the labor and delivery unit. And even now, after 38 years as a nurse, Alicia still exudes that passion when she says, "Nursing is the most wonderful job there is." We all know that nurses are some of the most resilient people around. Resilience, meet Alicia. After losing her mother on New Year's Eve 2014, her father a year later on New Year's Eve 2015, and then losing her husband of 35 years in December of 2016, Alicia found herself 2 months later enrolling in a master's program, an incredible accomplishment. Like many of tonight's finalists, Alicia reports that her children and her grandchildren are her greatest joys. Her son Juan and daughter Christina both work at Einstein. Like mother, like son, Juan also has his BSN and is a certified rehab nurse who works on the Willowcrest Rehab Unit and is a Daisy Award winner. No doubt he is as proud of his mom as she is of him. For fun, Alicia enjoys doting on her grandsons, Antonio, Felix, and Manny, and taking them to cool places like Longwood Gardens and riding on the New Hope train. A definite beach lover when she does go on vacation, Alicia highly recommends Aruba. In the meantime, though, she'll keep doing what she loves. Congratulations, Alicia, for your long and successful career and for being a Nightingale finalist.
Good evening. My name is Pam Keller, member of the Nightingale Awards Program Committee. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalists in the Advanced Practice RN category. The first nominee is Anne Marie Barron, DNP, CRNP, ACNP-BC, ONPC, CRNAFA, CNOR. Anne Marie is currently employed at Mainline Health, Riddle Hospital in Media, Pennsylvania. She is a certified registered acute care nurse practitioner, certified registered nurse first assist in orthopedics, and holds a nurse practitioner certification in orthopedics. Anne Marie is currently the co-chair of the Advanced Practice Provider Council, which promotes shared decision-making activities for advanced practice providers. She is also the executive member of the Physician APP COVID Planning Team, involved in creating protocols, orientation plans, scheduling, and deployment across 4 Mainline Health campuses. She is a member of the American Association of Nurse Practitioners, a member of the orthopedic chapter of AANP, a member of the Pennsylvania Coalition of Nurse Practitioners, and a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Nurse Honor Society. Anne Marie has been recognized with many awards and has presented at Villanova University College of Nursing's annual research symposium and has been selected to present at the 2022 National Doctors of Nurse Practice Conference. Anne Marie consistently provides exemplary care to patients, and by obtaining additional certifications, she has enhanced the care she provides. She is often relied upon by her colleagues and is called upon for the most complicated cases. Anne Marie is considered a mentor within her department and has worked to develop standards of nursing training with nurse practitioner consensus models in mind. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Anne Marie was key in the surge staffing models for advanced practice providers, working tirelessly to secure proper staffing for the sickest COVID patients. She was a role model for collaboration across specialties and many disciplines. Anne Marie's hobbies are being a mom to her daughter Bridget, age 4, and her son Thomas, age 2, who are her world. She has participated in a surgical mission to Haiti, utilizing her vast perioperative skills. She enjoys traveling, spending time with her children, family, and friends. Congratulations, Anne Marie. Our second nominee in the category of Advanced Practice RN is Amanda Hart, MSN, RN, AG, CNS, BC, CEN. Amanda is currently the Adult Gerontology Clinical Nurse Specialist at Reading Hospital Emergency Division in Reading, Pennsylvania. In her current position, Amanda has oversight for nursing practice and quality for a 100-bed, 130,000 annual visit emergency department in a Level 1 trauma center. Amanda is a clinical content expert to bedside staff and leadership teams, bridging clinical practice and the operational dimensions of care delivery while maintaining patient safety. She provides leadership for a team of nurse leaders from 7 emergency departments that collaborates on nursing practice and informatic improvements across the health system. She was responsible for the implementation of an initial specimen diversion device, which led to a 66% reduction in blood culture contamination, with an estimated cost avoidance of $1 million in the first 6 months post-implementation. Amanda is a member of the National Association of Clinical Nurse Specialists, the Society of Trauma Nurses, and the Emergency Nurses Association, and has provided lectures at the Reading Hospital Emergency Nursing Conference. Due to the unprecedented challenges the emergency department has faced during the COVID-19 pandemic, Amanda, as the sole clinical nurse specialist supporting one of the largest emergency departments on the East Coast, never failed to demonstrate clinical and professional excellence, and her leadership exemplified her ability to motivate, influence, and inspire the nursing practice environment. Due to Amanda's mentorship, one nurse in the emergency department proudly announced that they felt they finally had a voice in their practice. Amanda enjoys spending time with her husband and 8-year-old daughter, especially watching her in gymnastics and cheerleading. She is a committee member for the Community United Church of Christ Preschool Board. She is a volunteer on the Berks County Breastfeeding Coalition Board and runs a virtual support group for breastfeeding mothers who are Reading Hospital employees. Her hobbies include exercise, traveling, and baking. Amanda is also most importantly a veteran of the United States military, having served as an intelligence analyst for the Pennsylvania Army National Guard for 6 years. She is experienced in source intelligence analysis with top security clearance, having provided regular intelligence briefings to senior military and civilian leadership from national to international organizations. She is a recipient of several military awards. Congratulations, Amanda, and thank you for your service. The third finalist in the Advanced Practice RN category is Carrie Quinn, MSN, RN, ACCNS AG, CPAN, CNL-BC. Carrie is currently employed as a clinical nurse specialist in the Perioperative Services Department at Penn Medicine Lancaster General Health in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Carrie, as a clinical nurse specialist during the COVID-19 pandemic, joined forces with the administration of the organization and developed a strategy to assist the perioperative staff with critical care training and organized learning modules and simulation stations to review the competencies needed in the surge plan necessary to meet the needs of the hospital census during this most unprecedented time. Carrie is a subject matter expert and resource in perioperative care. She has an attitude of inquiry which has facilitated many quality improvement initiatives in the perioperative department, leading to improved care for the patient and family. Carrie has been a promoter of the art of nursing in a previously provider-only driven approach to determine a patient's plan of care. Carrie partnered with nursing and anesthesia to develop a critical care order set that enables the bedside nurse's autonomy in releasing crucial orders during a serious situation when waiting for a provider to respond could delay vital treatment. With Carrie's empowerment, the perioperative nurses felt comfortable in raising their voices for care concerned, observed in caring for surgical patients, and has created a more satisfied nursing staff in the department. Carrie holds certification as a clinical nurse specialist in acute care adult gerontology, as well as a certification in post-anesthesia nursing and as a clinical nurse leader. She has been a presenter with dissemination of many scholarly works, including poster and podium presentations at the local level. She has participated in quality improvement projects for ambulatory surgery to improve patient satisfaction. Carrie creates meaningful interpersonal relationships with clinical nurses in all areas of surgical specialty services by establishing good relationships and inquiring about professional development goals. Carrie states that she is a mom and a wife before anything else, and lives with her husband and 2 children ages 16 and 12. Her hobbies and interests include camping, kayaking, and anything that involves sunshine and saltwater. She enjoys travel with family and friends, especially to coastal destinations. She volunteers and serves in her church's Buddy Ministry program, which provides one-on-one support for children with intellectual, psychiatric, and physical disabilities. She also serves as board secretary on the Penn Manor Youth Boys Lacrosse program. Congratulations, Carrie.
Good evening. My name is Mary Rogers Schubert. I am a member of the Nightingale Awards Program Committee and the Board of Directors. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalist in the Doctor of Nursing Practice category. Our first finalist is Amy Callahan, DNP, RN, AO, CNS. Dr. Callahan is the System Director of Magnet and Professional Excellence for Mainline Health. In this role, she is responsible for system-wide leadership, coordination, and administration of all aspects of the ANCC Magnet Recognition Program across 5 hospitals. This provides her with a unique position to focus on multiple professional activities that may have an impact on nursing excellence. In addition, she is the system manager of Wound, Ostomy, and Continence Program of Care and the interim system director of the COVID-19 monoclonal antibody therapy outpatient program. She collaborated with Mainline Health System Ethics Medical Lead to write the Crisis Standards of Care. These guidelines were used during surge capacity to fairly allocate resources in the event the outbreak overwhelmed resource demands. Early in the pandemic, she helped to establish the pronation therapy team for intubated and non-intubated patients. Dr. Callahan promotes professional nursing development as a mentor for DNP students working through their program. As the director of Mainline Health Clinical Ladder, she continues to advance the nursing profession, specifically for frontline staff, with this self-directed and motivational program that improves nurse engagement and satisfaction. Amy's personal hobbies and activities are family-centric. She is a baseball and soccer mom, a Zoom special ed teacher, a refrigerator art gallery owner, a professional stuffed animal surgeon, and a Marvel superhero and baseball card collector. Congratulations, Amy. Our second finalist is Braden Kamick, DNP, PMHNP-BC, CARN, CNE. Dr. Kamick is an assistant professor of nursing at the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing, where she coordinates the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner area of concentration. She is vice president and co-founder of Peace of Mind Psychiatry, PLLC. In addition to her primary teaching responsibilities, Dr. Kamick is a funded researcher, a widely published author in peer-reviewed journals, and a sought-after national and international presenter focusing on substance use and abuse, bipolar disorder in childbearing women, mental health outcomes, burnout and resiliency amongst psychiatric mental health nurses during the COVID-19 pandemic, just to highlight a few of her topics. Dr. Kamick is a very active member of the American Psychiatric Nurses Association and International Society of Psychiatric Mental Health Nurses. She has been the recipient of numerous honors and awards for her scholarly work and dedicated service. She supports the professional development of colleagues and nursing students, serving as a mentor, preceptor, DNP project committee member, and/or chair. In Braden's spare time, she enjoys spending time with her family and her dog, Pixie. She also likes to read and travel and try new restaurants. Braden is in the process of planning a wedding, which has been a little challenging during the pandemic. Congratulations, Braden. Our third finalist is Janice Wilson, DNP, RN, CPHIMS. Dr. Wilson is Vice President and Chief Information Officer in Clinical Informatics at the Lehigh Valley Health Network. She provides clinical and strategic informatics leadership to the network for inpatient and ambulatory clinicians. She is an active member of the Healthcare Information and Management Systems Society, HIMSS, the American Medical Informatics Association, AMIA, and the American Nursing Informatics Association, ANIA. Dr. Wilson works to increase the quality and cost effectiveness of healthcare through information technology systems. She has given numerous seminars and presentations on topics including inpatient huddle to improve patient flow, using data to understand the workflow, key components of evolving best practice clinician informatics team, and enhancing the triad. Dr. Wilson has participated in related research projects and publications, such as the impact of nurse documentation location on charting time. Personally, Janice enjoys going to the beach. She loves to sew. During the pandemic, she made hundreds of masks to give away. In her community, she is the volunteer team lead for the flu and COVID vaccination clinics, distributing over 10,000 flu vaccines over 2 days. Congratulations, Janice.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Papa, and I have the pleasure of being the president of Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania. Tonight it is my honor to present you with the finalists in the Nurse Administration Executive category. First, Mary Agnew, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Registered Nurse, Nurse Executive Advanced Board Certified. Mary lives in Sinking Springs, Pennsylvania. She is the Senior Vice President and System CNO at Tower Health. Mary holds a BSN from State University of New York at Buffalo, an MSN from Syracuse University, and a Doctor of Nursing Practice from Thomas Jefferson University School of Nursing. Mary is a member of many organizations, including AONE and Sigma Theta Tau. She is a visionary, dynamic, and innovative nurse exec and leads a 7-hospital system. Mary models an unwavering focus on advancing the organizational mission. One of her key strengths is her ability to develop executive talent. 9 of her mentees have moved into either CNO or COO roles. She oversees a diverse system of recruitment and retention and advocates for the support of academic advancement and certification. Mary leads the clinical integration for Magnet and Pathway to Excellence at the system hospitals. She promotes professional practice and education and relationship-based care models. Mary is the executive sponsor for nursing research on the impact of COVID and the lived experience. This was recently published in Health Leaders Media. She's authored a number of other articles, including an article addressing the predictive analysis in nursing staffing. Mary is the proud mother of 3 children, 3 grandchildren, and 4 dogs. She's grateful for the support of her husband, who is affectionately referred to as the first husband of nursing at Tower Hospital. Congratulations, Dr. Mary Agnew. Next is Allison Arrowwood, Master of Science in Nursing, Registered Nurse, Nurse Executive Board Certified, Certified Pediatric Emergency Nurse, Certified Sexual Assault Nurse Examiner for both adults and pediatrics, and an EMT paramedic. Allison lives in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and she is the Director of Clinical Operations at WellSpan Gettysburg Hospital. Allison holds an ADN from Carroll Community College, a BSN from Penn State University, and an MSN from Jacksonville University. She is a member of many organizations, including the Emergency Nurses Association and the International Association of Forensic Nursing. Allison is described as a visionary leader with a persistent focus on the mission of excellence in patient and family care. She oversees the emergency department, cardiovascular services, and the sexual assault forensic team, and she's been instrumental in supporting and writing for the ANCC Pathway to Excellence redesignation. Allison was an integral part of the incident command structure during COVID-19 and led many rapid change initiatives. She has authored a number of journal articles and presented on many venues. Allison develops the talent of all members of her team and supports a shared decision-making model. One of her many accomplishments is the development of a behavioral health response team to support a safe environment for patients, families, and staff. Allison uses evidence-based standards from the Emergency Nurses Association, International Association of Forensic Nursing, and other professional organizations as the foundation for quality care and practice models. She creates an environment that fosters respect for nursing throughout the organization. Allison enjoys managing a small goat farm, watching her son's hockey games, reading, boating, and crabbing on the Chesapeake Bay. She is a wife and mother of 2 children, and now a new grandmom to a baby boy. She gives back to the community by providing presentations on domestic violence, the prevention of human trafficking and sexual assault, and she and her family volunteer at a local fire department carnival, selling and baking funnel cakes. Congratulations, Allison Arrowwood. Marie Jordan, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Master's of Health Administration, Registered Nurse, Nurse Executive Board Certified. Marie lives in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and she is the Senior Vice President, Patient Care Services, and Chief Nursing Officer at Lehigh Valley Health Network in Allentown. Marie holds a diploma in nursing from Community Medical Center School of Nursing, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the University of Maryland, a Master's in Health Administration from the University of Scranton, and a Doctor of Nursing Practice from DeSales University. Marie is the member of a number of professional organizations, some of which include Pennsylvania Organization of Nurse Leaders and the American College of Healthcare Executives. Marie is a visionary, visible, and accessible leader, and she holds an endowed chair in nursing, which is an honor typically not held outside of academia. It's called the Peggy Fleming Endowed Chair. She is described as a superb model for emotional intelligence and someone who clearly communicates her expectations. Mary mentors many and supports the Wharton Nurse Leader Program and the academic GE CNO Fellows Program. As a CNO of a magnet-designated organization, Marie's efforts are focused on nurse-sensitive indicators. She holds annual quality retreats for frontline staff and presents awards at the annual Nurse Research Day. Marie is a prolific author and presenter. She also supports and encourages staff to present papers and posters at conferences and publish in professional journals. Marie represents nurses' voice at the executive level and is well respected by all members of the interprofessional team. In 2019, she supported the nurse residency program to become the first in Pennsylvania to receive accreditation with distinction by the American Nursing Credentialing Center. Marie and her husband enjoy traveling to the beach. Congratulations, Dr. Marie Jordan.
Good evening. My name is Claire Mooney, member of the Nightingale Awards Board of Directors. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalists in the Nursing Administration Leader Manager category. Our first finalist is Chantel Branco, BS, MSN, RN, CCRN from the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Chantel is the director of a 12-bed med-surg critical care unit and manages 7 woundostomy nurses. This finalist has been the recipient of the Daisy Award in 2017 and the nominee of the Daisy Leader Award in 2021. This nurse leader states her mission is to serve as a patient advocate, to ensure that our patients and their families are cared for with the utmost respect, compassion, and dignity. Examples include securing vital connection devices during the COVID-19 pandemic, braiding hair, performing manicures, creating banners, decorating patient rooms for the holidays, sending sympathy and get well cards to patients and families, and she's even cooked meals and delivered them to former patients. This finalist is serious about the patient experience, so she implemented a process for reducing patient anxiety and facilitating patient and family communication prior to a new age carotid stenting procedure. This nurse manager and a unit RN orient the patient to the unit at the beginning of procedural teaching and ensure that there's a familiar face postoperatively. Additionally, this nurse leader visits the surgical population twice a day, as well as the day of discharge. She mails a get well card, completes a follow-up call to evaluate their status at home, and ensures their follow-up visits scheduled and evaluates if their pain continues to be controlled. Since the implementation of this process, the unit's RN communication scores have risen from 58.1% to 80.5%, a 39% increase. This finalist also supports and facilitates the hospital's ECMO team, which is inclusive of nurses, physicians, physician assistants, perfusionists, and an administrative manager. She also provides critical evidence-based care to this critical population. As a result, this team was awarded the Silver Pathways to Excellence Award for Excellence in Life Support by the ELSO. She has presented her work in several poster presentations throughout the nation and is a great leader at promoting and welcoming an environment of new nurses, since her leadership is no surprise that her RN vacancy rate is less than 5%. She is currently in the process of completing her doctoral degree at LaSalle University. Congratulations, Chantel. Our next finalist is Tiffany Downs. She is from WellSpan Good Samaritan Hospital. Tiffany serves as the system-level chair of the Nursing Leadership Shared Decision Council and as a member of the Nursing Integration Council. This finalist has served as a nurse manager for over 10 years in the hospital where she started as a nursing assistant 20 years ago. This unit where she leads is traditionally was viewed as a landing spot for new graduates and inexperienced nurses. Determined to develop a solid foundation for high-quality nursing care, the candidate built an infrastructure centered on staff empowerment and professional autonomy. 3 key areas of strength have allowed her to navigate the nurse manager role successfully for the past decade: a resilient focus on improvement, the use of evidence-based practice, and a lean management structure to continually empower the team. She is passionate about setting a great example for her boys and being the solution by volunteering in a community and investing in the professional growth and development of novice nurses. Tiffany states her greatest accomplishment was completing her MSN in nursing administration and implementing a napping protocol to combat fatigue and improve the safety of our nurses and patients. Tiffany enjoys spending time with her family, her husband Chris, her 2 sons, Tyler and Michael, and walking the family dogs. She makes a difference in the lives of so many as a mentor in the local Mentor and Mother program and as a representative in the local Teen Parenting Coalition. Through this work, she provides coaching and practical support to reduce barriers faced by young mothers in personal and professional goal achievement. Additionally, she is also active in the local school district as a parent advisory committee member and a parent volunteer, the 50 Plus Festival, the United Way Stuff the Bus campaign, and the Day of Caring event and the American Heart Association Heart Walk. Congratulations, Tiffany. Our next finalist is Sherry Martin, MSN RN board certified from Lancaster General Penn Medicine. Sherry is currently the assistant nurse manager and has 20 years of bedside cardiovascular experience and 15 years of leadership opportunities throughout the institution's shared governance structure. In her role as the assistant nurse manager, Sherry excels in building relationships and working with newly graduated nurses. She is also able to mentor and provide feedback in a constructive way. When my hospital, as the nominee wrote, restructured its shared governance council, Sherry contributed to the development and then led as the chair of the patient care council, which focused on patient quality outcomes. One of the initiatives she oversaw was the education and implementation of a delirium recognition tool throughout all inpatient units. She also developed a corresponding policy for nurses to follow should they identify their patient met the delirium criteria. She was also involved in the hospital's infection control board and served as both a member and later as the chair. As an assistant nurse manager, she has supported so many nurses in the development clinically and supporting them through continuous education opportunities, both on the floor and throughout the unit's governing council and hospital-wide chair of both cardiac telemetry. Volunteerism is a big part of her life. She has been the president and vice president for a local private school, participates in annual blood pressure screening programs, coordinates their church's Christmas program, chaperones on field trips, and participated for 10 years in What in the World's career program at 2 elementary schools by educating about the responsibilities of a registered nurse. She also was the volunteer director of the Before and After School program, a license by the Pennsylvania Department of Public Welfare at a local church. Her interests include gardening, hiking, and cabin life, in addition to attending her child's sporting events and activities. Congratulations, Sherry.
Good evening, my name is Tracy Young. I'm a member of the Nightingale Awards Program Committee. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalist in the Nursing Education Academia category. I would like to start this evening with Christine Feely, PhD, MSN, RN. She is an assistant professor of the tenure stream at the University of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Christine has multiple scholarships and traineeships, ranging from student to faculty at various institutions, most of them pertaining to maternal child health nursing. She has also participated in many research pilot studies, mainly focused on children and adolescent health. She has also submitted peer-reviewed and was a professional presenter of manuscripts and a speaker. In addition, she finds time to provide volunteer services nationally and locally with student mentoring. She feels is a very important focus for her. One of the reasons Christine was chosen as an educator, she recognizes that forming a partnership between the learner and the teacher leads to the best educational outcomes. She keeps the students engaged and assures that they have the resources that they need. Most notably, recently, Christine was chosen as a member of the Katsakan Nursing Curriculum Workgroup. She was instrumental in helping to develop the pediatric component of an international curricula. Again, I would like to congratulate Christine Feely, PhD, MSN, RN, on being honored. Susan Schultz, PhD, MSN, RN. Susan is an associate professor of nursing at Moravian College, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. She was an instructor for NCLEX, RN, and an instructor of maternal child nursing. She was a Moravian College representative for the Teagle Foundation, and she held a workshop and has had multiple publications. She's a chapter reviewer for many prestigious nursing books. Also, she has multiple publications at local, state, and national organizations, along with multiple poster presentations. She was a finalist and has received multiple nursing leadership and excellence awards and recognition. In addition to serving on multiple education, alumni, and mentoring committee and associations. Susan was nominated particularly for her relationship building. Her relationship building plays a huge role in the education and practice with students, and the colleagues, and the community. She values a holistic approach to education. She is also well known for her academic advisement role. She most recently served as an ongoing chapter contributor to the nationally renowned Hinkle and Cleaver textbooks of medical surgical nursing. Susan lives vicariously through her students and their accomplishments and achievements. Her family is everything to her, especially her 4 grandchildren. Congratulations, Susan Schultz, when being honored.
Good evening. My name is Susan Richwine, member of the Nightingale Awards Program Committee. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalists in the Nursing Education Staff Development category. Our first finalist is Lisa Baccio, MSN, RNC-OB, C-EFM. Lisa is employed at Allegheny Health Network, Wexford Hospital in Wexford, PA. Ms. Baccio obtained her BSN at Carlow University, followed by her MSN at Robert Morris University. Her active memberships include A1, Sigma Theta Tau, the National Certification Corporation, the Association for Nursing Professional Development. She serves on the Electronic Fetal Monitoring Committee. She participates as a nurse planner with the PSNA, and she is also part of the writing team for the Inpatient OB Certification exam. The list of awards for Lisa is long, and it includes the Nursing Excellence Award in Education, a Daisy Award, and she was a prior Nightingale nominee. Lisa is clinically astute. She shares her knowledge as an instructor for BLS, fetal monitoring, and neonatal resuscitation. She was part of the Allegheny Health Network vaccine team. This team delivered over 6,000 vaccines to the community. Her nomination describes her as a mentor and role model, and this is a natural-born gift for her. She serves as a change agent for all the facilities. She is a strategist and a clinical expert. She has a passion to volunteer, serving at the Christ Divine Shepherd Parish Ministry and school fundraising efforts at the St. Kilian Parish Ministry. And most recently, she spent many hours volunteering at COVID-19 vaccination clinics. Her leisure activities include biking, kayaking, cooking, baking, interior design, and restoring and repurposing flea market finds. Please join me in congratulating Lisa. Our next finalist is Helen Copenhaver, BSN, RN, ONC, NPD-BC. Helen is the Magnet Program Director and Professional Development Specialist at WellSpan Surgery and Rehab Hospital in York, Pennsylvania. She attended York College to obtain her BSN. She holds 2 professional board certifications, one in oncology and one in nursing professional development. Helen is an active member of Sigma Theta Tau, International Honor Society of Nursing, the Eta Eta chapter, the National Association of Orthopedic Nurses, the Association for Nursing Professional Development, and the South Central Pennsylvania Magnet Consortium. Helen has been nominated and received multiple awards, some of which include being nominated for WellSpan Surgery Hospital Leadership Academy, the Hospital Association of Pennsylvania HAP Award, Workplace Violence Prevention Within a Multi-Hospital Organization, Interdisciplinary Collaborative Approach to Achieving Systemness, and the WellSpan Surgery Rehab Lisa Lehman Award. In her nomination, Helen was described by a quote from John Quincy Adams. "It is rare to find someone who inspires so many to dream more, learn more, do more, become more." Words that also describe Helen mentioned throughout the nomination were role model, mentor, champion, planner, developer, and expert. Her many contributions to programs, quality, continuing education are demonstrated in the significant outcomes that are too many to list. Helen is a voracious reader, but mostly she loves being with her family, comprised of her husband Guy and her 3 lovely children. Helen, we congratulate you as a finalist. Our final candidate is Mary Rogers Schubert, DMP, MPM, RN. Mary is recently retired, but was the Director of Professional Development and Continuing Nursing Education at the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing. She began her career as a diploma graduate from West Penn School of Nursing, continuing on to achieve a master's degree in public management at Carnegie Mellon, and finally with a terminal degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice from the University of Pittsburgh. Mary continues her professional membership with multiple organizations, AONL, PONL, the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania, River City Brass, Sigma Theta Tau, St. Lucy's Auxiliary, the University of Pittsburgh Alumni Association, and Western Penn School of Nursing Alumni Board. Her honors are extensive and include Top 10 Reviewer of 2020 by the Journal of Continuing Education in Nursing, a Nightingale finalist, Star Award from the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing, the inaugural Graduate Outstanding Community Service Award, the Eden Goldberg Award, and many, many more. As with her awards, presentations and publications are too numerous to list, but as I reviewed the submissions, I noted over 25 presentations and publications that spanned the local, regional, and national levels. Throughout her career, Mary has been sought after for her professional contributions to develop and execute professional and educational events. Of note, these characteristics were used to describe Mary: creator, facilitator, developer, collaborative, determined, and a leverager. Mary is passionate about serving the disadvantaged and the special needs population. She is honored to serve as a Eucharistic minister and parish pastoral council member. In her words, she states, "Although I have many interests, the center of my existence and joy is my family." Her best friend and the love of her life is her husband, Rich. They have 3 wonderful children and precious grandchildren. Her father is 94 and she has 3 siblings, which she simply adores. Please join me as we congratulate Mary.
Good evening. My name is Betty Long, member of the Nightingale Awards Program Committee. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalist and winner in the community nursing category. Say hello to Keturah Byler, BSN RN. Keturah was nominated by Kelly Cullen, her colleague at the Clinic for Special Children. Keturah describes herself as a wife, mother, marathon runner, and registered nurse. In her bio, she admits to having run 4 marathons and that she tries to run a half marathon every spring and fall. For Keturah, running is part of her self-care. Keturah works at the Clinic for Special Children in Strasburg, PA, which provides services to patients from all over the world who suffer from genetic and other complex medical disorders. Having worked as an RN in the clinic since 2018, in February of this year, she became manager of the Cherished Lives program, the clinic's palliative care program for children or adults who have life-limiting or terminal diagnoses, leading the effort to bring individualized care into their homes. As a runner, she has also lent her expertise to the planning and implementation of 4 successful 5K fundraising events at the clinic. When she's not working or volunteering in her community, doing blood draws or health education, Keturah loves to spend time with her husband and children, and they often find themselves traveling to visit extended family members and friends. They're even planning a trip next spring to visit several national parks in Arizona and Utah. And when she isn't training for either a half or full marathon, she does enjoy visiting wineries and sampling the occasional glass of wine. Her go-to red wine is Cabernet. Keturah was raised in the Beachy Amish community, and her experience in that community has led to a deep understanding of the Amish and Mennonite communities and values. Like all of our nominees this evening, Keturah is passionate about caring for people, and it shows in the work that she does with our most vulnerable patients, our children. Congratulations, Keturah.
Good evening. My name is Alan Bonacy. I'm a member of the Nightingale Awards Board of Directors. It is my honor to present to you this evening the finalists in the nursing research category. Jill Demirci, PhD, RN, IBCLC. She is an assistant professor at the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing. Jill received her bachelor's, master's, and doctoral nursing education at the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing. She completed a postdoctoral fellowship in general academic pediatrics, also at the University of Pittsburgh. Jill is a board-certified lactation consultant and maintains membership in Women's Health and Neonatal Nurses Associations. She is an associate editor of the BMC, Pregnancy and Childbirth, and is a contributing editor and on the editorial board of the Journal of Perinatal and Neonatal Nursing. She has conducted extensive research in the areas of women's health, lactation, and neonatal nursing. Jill's research is to inform practice and policy changes that increase the availability and quality of breastfeeding support, remove structural barriers to breastfeeding, and ultimately improve the lives of birthing and lactating people and their families. Jill has maintained continuous federal funding to pursue their research programs since 2009. She takes an active and admirable leadership role in the mentorship of nursing and other health scientists, as well as nurses in the clinical setting interested in incorporating research into practice. Jill maintains an active membership with the Association of Women's Health, Obstetric, and Neonatal Nurses, and also serves on their Public Policy Committee. She also maintains membership with Sigma Theta Tau International, the International Lactation Consultant Association, the Allegheny County Breastfeeding Coalition, and the American Nurses Association. Jill enjoys spending time with her family, which includes 2 children, ages 2 and 7. They like to bike, hike, read, and play video games together. A great joy and surprise in her life is reliving her childhood with her children and nurturing them to explore their own curiosities. Congratulations, Jill. Elizabeth Dowdell, PhD, RN, FAAN. Jill is a professor at the Villanova University M. Louise Fitzpatrick College of Nursing. She received her BSN at Vanderbilt University, her master's degree at Boston College School of Nursing, and her PhD at the University of Pennsylvania School of Nursing. Elizabeth maintains an active membership in the American Academy of Nursing, the American Nurses Association, Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Honor Society, the Eastern Nurses Research Society and their Criminal Justice and Violence RIG, and the International Association of Forensic Nurses. She is on the board of directors for the Forensic Nursing Certification Board and the Marion L. Hancock Burgess Scholarship Trust in La Platte, Maryland. Elizabeth has done extensive research and published articles far too numerous to list here. Just a few of the journals are the Journal of Gerontological Nursing, Public Health Nursing, the Journal of Nursing Administration, the Journal of Pediatric Care, and the Journal of Nursing Research. As a professor of pediatric nursing at Villanova, Elizabeth has made major contributions to quantify the health risks facing vulnerable children and to provide leadership to address vital, compelling issues in child health. Not only has she made innovative insights investigating infant abductions, writing policies for hospital safety of newborns, and studying children raised by grandparents, but she has also been a pioneering nurse scientist, identifying the interrelationships among various forms of cyber aggression, including cyberbullying and sexting. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Lorraine Hopkins Pape, PhD, RN, NPD BC, CCRN-K. Lorraine is the Director of Nursing Education and Professional Development at Albert Einstein Medical Center in Philadelphia. She received her diploma in nursing at the Chestnut Hill School of Nursing, her Master's of Nursing in Adult Health and Illness at the University of Pennsylvania, and her PhD with a concentration in nursing science at Widener University in Chester, PA. She did advanced clinical nurse specialist field study in adult health and illness at LaSalle University in Philadelphia. Lorraine is board certified in nursing professional development and holds a CCRN-K certification, which is a specialty certification for nurses who influence the care delivered to acutely critically ill adult patients, but do not primarily or exclusively provide direct care. She has authored several articles in nursing journals. Lorraine rebuilt Albert Einstein's Nursing Education and Professional Development Department to revitalize the nursing orientation program by using quality and safety education for nurses, QSEN, competencies to enhance engagement of clinical nurse educators. She manages a team of clinical nurse specialists, nurse educators, and wound care experts, and supervises ongoing clinical assessment and education for nursing department employees. Lorraine's nominators said, "The nominee exemplifies the true meaning of transformational leadership." Lorraine enjoys reading, especially suspense novels. She has a daughter who is a pharmacist and a son who is a fourth-year medical student. Her husband, Tom, is an IT project manager. Their daughter, Gabriella, and son-in-law, Jack, are expecting their first baby in February of 2022. She's excited about her new role of being a grandmother for the first time. Congratulations, Lorraine.
Hello, my name is Carol Amon, and I am a member of the Nightingale Board of Directors and also the chair of the Patient Choice Awards Committee. It's my honor to present to you this evening the 2021 Patient Choice Awards. For the first time in our history, we've expanded on the Patient Choice category. So in addition to our individual award, we will also be presenting a team award. For the traditional Patient Choice Award, the recipient of this prestigious honor is Jennifer Love. Jennifer is a registered nurse employed by Allied Resources Medical Staffing. Jennifer was nominated by Ann Proctor for the outstanding care that she provided, not only for her beloved husband throughout his illness, but for the care and compassion she provided to the family members as well. For the new Patient Choice Team Award, the recipients are from Tower Health Reading Hospital, specifically the Surgical Services Team. This amazing group of nurses was nominated by Talia Green for the exceptional care they provided to her. On behalf of the Patient Choice Committee, we would like to congratulate both the awardees and all the nurses who received a nomination for this award. Thank you also for those who took the time to honor and recognize their favorite nurse in this Patient Choice category. So now it's time to hear from the nominators as they read their letters and tell their stories. After we hear from them, there's no doubt that those awardees are nothing short of exceptional. In addition, we will also hear from the awardees themselves. I hope their words touch your heart as they have mine and the committee, for they truly embody the meaning of nursing in our time-honored profession. Thank you.
Dear Nightingale Committee, I would like to recognize one special nurse who touched my family in so many ways. Jen cared for my husband, and I would like to recommend that she receive the Patient Choice Award. When I dropped my husband off at the emergency department, I never thought he would end up COVID positive, much less on a ventilator in ICU. He entered the hospital the week of Thanksgiving with septic arthritis, COVID negative, and had 2 surgeries. Almost a week later, right before he was to come home, he became COVID positive. This quickly turned into COVID pneumonia, and a little more than a week from admission, he ended up vented in ICU. This is where my story with Jen started. No one can imagine the cruelty heaped on a family when you cannot visit your loved one. We struggled in the beginning to establish communication avenues with nursing. Every day was a roller coaster of events, and then our nursing angel stepped in. Jen started caring for my husband, and our anxiety began to diminish. Every morning she cared for him. Jen would call to give us an update on his condition, ask if we wanted to Zoom, and then set up the call. She encouraged us with the positive things, but also kept us in check with the reality of his condition. She would call back later in the day and update us on how he was doing. Every morning, my daughter and I would look at each other and just hope that Jen was caring for him that day. We knew when she cared for him, we could sit back and relax just a little because we knew he was being cared for by one of the kindest, most compassionate, knowledgeable nurses. If our family couldn't be there, this nursing angel took our place. After 6 weeks, one of the doctors pushed hard for me to be able to visit my husband. He had been heavily sedated since he was placed on the ventilator, and even though the Zoom calls meant a lot, we could never be sure he really heard us through the tablet screen. Somehow the doctor managed to get permission for me to visit, and not only did I get to hold my husband's hand, kiss his forehead through my mask, and talk to him, I got to meet Jen in person. It was so wonderful to meet my favorite caregiver. Jen stopped in every day she worked, checked on him, and talked with him. One of the things she had learned through her years of nursing experience was to care for the family. And even though she was not assigned to care for him, we continued to communicate, and she provided support with my questions and some gentle TLC for my continued emotional struggles. Even though my husband lost the battle, I will always remember the wonderful nursing angel who cared for my husband in his last days. Thank you so much, Jen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jennifer Love, and I'm the humble recipient of the Patient's Choice Award. Firstly, I want to thank everyone at the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania for acknowledging and celebrating incredible nurses who work so hard to propel our profession forwards and increase the quality of care that our patients receive. I appreciate the time and effort that Tricia Long, Carol Amon, and their whole team have put towards getting this incredible event going, especially with the last minute change to the virtual platform. It's really important to have events like these, especially during extremely difficult times such as these, to remind nurses of all of the good that we do and how incredibly impactful we can be to our patients and their families. Most importantly, I want to thank Ann Proctor. She's the reason that I'm here. I've told her before that even though I haven't really processed everything that I've experienced during this pandemic, building the rapport with she and her family, when I would Zoom with Anne and her daughter Rebecca every morning with Scott, having that rapport build into friendship, just having that incredible connection with Anne, it really stood out like a bright light in such a dark time for me. I'm so appreciative of Anne and her family in my life. It was humbling to know that Anne fully trusted that Scott was getting the best care when I took care of him, and that she trusted me to take care of the love of her life and her best friend. I was really looking forward to this award ceremony being in person and being able to see Anne and Rebecca again. But we'll see each other when things are better again. And I just want to thank you again for this humbling nomination. And I can't wait to see you again and give you a big hug. And I want you to know it was truly an honor to have taken care of Scott.
Congratulations to the winner of the Patient Choice Team Award, Surgical Services from Tower Health. We thank those who nominated them and accept this award on their behalf. Before we announce our winners, I wanted to take a moment to thank our gracious sponsors of tonight's program. Presenting sponsors, WellSpan Health, Dr. Gabster, CEO of WellSpan Health, and Chris O'Shea, Chief Nurse Executive. Thank you so much for your partnership. Our second presenting sponsor, Guardian Nurses, Betty Long. Thank you as always for your generous support of Nightingale. Our diamond sponsors, Penn Medicine, Lancaster General Health, and Villanova University, M. Louise Fitzpatrick College of Nursing. Platinum sponsors, Dr. Anne-Marie Papa. Gold sponsors, Barbara Tukowski in honor of Jane Felgen, Barbara Wadsworth, and Wonderwink. Sponsors of the award categories, Clinical Practice RN and Nursing Education, Academia, Jefferson Health. Nursing Administration Executive Award, UPMC Center of Nursing Excellence, Nursing Administration Leader Manager, Lehigh Valley Health Network, Nursing Education Staff Development, Mainline Health, Nursing Research, Einstein Healthcare Network, Advanced Practice Award, Penn Medicine, Lancaster General Health, and the PhD Scholarship, the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing, the Advanced Degree Master Scholarship, Pennsylvania College of Technology, a Penn State affiliate, the BSN Completion Degree Scholarship, Messiah University, and the Patient Choice Team Award, Tower Health. In addition, I would also like to thank the many who sponsored this year's gala at the silver level. Thank you. A listing of all of our sponsors can be found on the gala page on the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania website. Now we have arrived at a most special and exciting part of our celebration, the presentation of the awards in each of our categories. We ask each finalist to record an acceptance speech so that we could continue our tradition of the secrecy of the award winners until the night of the gala. I am pleased now to announce the award winners of the 32nd Nightingale Awards. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Clinical Practice RN is presented to Emma Harris.
Thank you for such a tremendous honor. First, I would like to thank Christy Klein for taking all that time to nominate me and being a fantastic boss. I'd also like to thank Jillian Hull, Barb Zuppa, Rosie Worster, Karen Nywood, and Mary Agnew. Thank you to my family, friends, and boyfriend Kyle, who always love me and support me. And thank you to the E2C3 and R3 East team for creating such a welcoming and supportive environment for a nurse to grow.
Congratulations, Emma. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Advanced Practice Nursing is presented to Amanda Hart.
Thank you so much. I was so honored to be nominated for this award, and then even more honored when I found out I was a finalist, and I can't believe that I won. In emergency nursing, probably nursing in general, I think it's so easy to forget that what we do every day makes a difference in the lives of other people, and so I'm really thankful for this opportunity to reflect on everything that I've accomplished so far in my nursing career. Of course, I wouldn't be here without the love and support of so many people. My husband, who supports me no matter what, no matter how many times I decide to go back to school or how many times I stay at work for extra hours to support our patients and our team. My daughter, who's the sweetest and smartest and sassiest little soul I know, and she always seems to know when I need an extra hug or a kiss and reminds me of what's the most important in life. My parents, my brother, and my sister, who have supported me since day one in all of my endeavors. My whole family brings so much happiness and laughter into my life, and I'm so thankful for all of them. The ER nurses, physicians, and APs at Reading Hospital Emergency Department, who from day one have taught me so much and taught me how to become an ER nurse, how to be resilient, and all of the technical knowledge that I have. To the clinical nurse specialist team at Reading Hospital, my flock, they're like my second family. Every single one of them has been there for me through so many tough times over the last 2 years, and I've learned so much from them, and I know that will never stop. To the ED nursing leadership team, it seems unbelievable that we have survived so much together over the last year and a half, but I know that with your teamwork and your friendship, we'll continue to survive and thrive, and I wouldn't still be here without all of your support. Thank you to all the healthcare heroes in attendance tonight for your sacrifices for your teams and your families, and congratulations to all the other nominees and winners.
Congratulations, Amanda. The Nightingale Award for Excellence Doctorate of Nursing Practice is presented to Braden Kamig.
Hi, my name is Braden Kamig, and I am an assistant professor of nursing at the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing and a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. I am so honored and humbled to have been selected for the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania Doctor of Nursing Practice Award. It truly is an honor, and I am so excited to be here tonight. A little bit about my background. As I mentioned, I'm an assistant professor of nursing at the University of Pittsburgh, where I coordinate the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner area of concentration and where I teach across the undergraduate and graduate programs. I'm a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. I work at an outpatient private practice where I see people across the lifespan, and at the Veterans Administration Pittsburgh Healthcare System, where I founded the Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Residency Program. So with that, I really want to credit so much of my success to wonderful friends and colleagues at both the University of Pittsburgh and at the Veterans Administration Pittsburgh Healthcare System. I've been very lucky to have wonderful mentors. And I also can't say enough great things about the students, nurse practitioner residents that I've worked with. That has been incredibly rewarding. And lastly, thinking about patients, that it is just such an honor to work with on a daily basis as they navigate mental health problems. Truly, I can't say enough about the support I've received throughout my career. So with that, I want to again reiterate how honored and humbled I truly am. I want to thank everybody for their support, including friends and family. And I want to thank the Gala. It's great to be here at the virtual Gala, and I look forward to celebrating. Thank you.
Congratulations, Braden. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Nursing Administration Executive is presented to Allison Arrowwood.
Oh my goodness, this is such an honor. I can't thank you enough for selecting me for the Nightingale Award. I'd like to thank my husband, Roger, my children, Tyler, Emily, and Adam, my grandson, Jackson, my father, and my 3 sisters, and all the support they've been giving me. I'd like to thank Kim Shank. She put her heart and soul into writing my submission, and I can't thank her enough. I'd like to thank the leaders at Gettysburg Hospital, as well as the clinical staff that I work with daily, who have been so incredibly supportive. I'd like to recognize my mom. She was the nurse who made me the nurse I am today. Again, thank you for this award. Have a great night.
Congratulations, Allison. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Nursing Administration Manager Leader is presented to Sherry Martin.
I am humbled and honored to be nominated and considered for the Nursing Administration Manager Leader Award. I want to thank the Nightingale Award of Pennsylvania Committee and sponsors for recognizing nurses for their contributions to their patients, communities, and the profession of nursing. Congratulations to all of the nominees and finalists. I am humbled to be named among you. I want to thank my nominator, Alicia, for thinking I am worthy of this prestigious award and am blessed by the nurses and staff I get to work alongside each and every day. They are an amazing team, and I am very proud of their work, the compassion they demonstrate, and the care they give. I also want to thank my manager, directors, and leaders of Penn Medicine, Lancaster General Health, for seeing potential and believing in me. They have modeled true leadership, gratitude, and humility, and have taught me every step of the way. Thank you for investing in me and giving me opportunities to serve the organization and the community. Many thanks to my husband, Kelly, for building my faith, for his listening ear, and unwavering encouragement and support for my education and career endeavors. And to my children, Aiden, Silas, Maggie, and Micah, who support me and give me tremendous joy. Tonight you have heard inspiring stories of nurses and how they impacted lives. I would like to encourage all of you watching to give something that will not cost you anything. Consider every day how you can impact the life of a patient, a colleague, or a nurse, and give encouragement, give grace, give kindness, and give hope. These gifts will truly make a difference in someone's life.
Congratulations, Sherry. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Nursing Education Academia is presented to Susan Schultz.
First and foremost, thank Dr. Janet Sipple, Professor Emeritus and founding chairperson of the nursing program at Moravian University. Dr. Sipple's vision and brilliance not only laid the foundation for a transformative school of nursing, but challenged me to forge on in my own program of scholarship. I'd also like to recognize the nursing faculty and staff at Moravian University who share my commitment to our nursing students and their lifelong learning. To my students of the past 40 years, I have watched you begin your journey as tentative but enthusiastic learners. You have shared your dreams, your fears, and your challenges with me. I've been blessed to watch you pledge yourself to a career of nursing. Finally, for my family, my husband, 3 daughters and their families, I am forever thankful. Thank you.
Congratulations, Susan. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Nursing Education Staff Development is presented to Helen Copenhaver.
To be here with you all is quite surreal. And the only reason I am here is due to so many others, and I'd like to thank many of them. Thank you to my nominators, Rosa Hickey and Tina Martin. Thank you to my wonderful husband, Guy, and our 3 little ones, Evelyn, Han, and Cecilia. Thank you to my parents, Regis and Marcia, and my mother-in-law, Wanda. Thank you to my brother and my sisters and their families. And a special heartfelt thank you to all of my colleagues at WellSpan Health. As I was trying to think of how to thank nurses across our Commonwealth and across the globe, I reflected on one of my favorite poems written by Henry Longfellow during the Crimean War in honor of Florence Nightingale and her team, titled Sancta Philomela. What I wanted to do was create a similar tribute using a sonnet, because a sonnet is a poetic way to express love. And I wanted to express my thanks in that way to nurses that I admire across the globe. My poem is called The Nurse Tree. The nurse tree, how the boughs do sway. To its seedlings, the tree shows no sign of dismay. Guardians without duty dereliction. The tree, its nutrients, how does it still give? For the wind's contagions are not easily appeased. With its many threats, the gale does not forgive. Yet somehow through reaction wood and stout roots, the tree responds expertised. Life thrives under its exemplary influence, healers and lungs of the sullen earth. We know its work is not without consequence, for each fallen tree leaves incomprehensible dearth. As the zephyr continues, how to thank thee of giving all it has to offer, the precious nurse tree. Thank you again for this prestigious honor, and thank you to the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania, and to all of the nurse trees within Pennsylvania and beyond. We can hear you swaying. Thank you, healers of the world.
Congratulations, Helen. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Community Nursing is presented to Katora Beller.
What a great honor it was to be nominated and named a finalist in the Nightingale Awards. Winning the award in community nursing is something I will always cherish. Thank you. Thank you. I'm passionate about the field of nursing and have met so many inspiring individuals who've made their calling into their life's work. To be signaled out among many deserving nurses is an honor, and I'm thankful. I accept the Nightingale Award with them in mind. Thank you to my family for their unconditional support, my husband Dave, our son Josh, his wife Kayla, our son Ben, and our daughter Mariah. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you to Kelly Cullen, the marketing manager, a coworker where I work at the Clinic for Special Children, who nominated me for this award. And thank you to all my coworkers. They continue to inspire me every day. Thank you to the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania for elevating and promoting nurses through recognition and scholarships. I also want to say thank you to the many families who allow me into their homes, a sacred space of caring for children whose lives will be shortened due to a genetic condition. I'm thankful to work at the Clinic for Special Children, a small but mighty genetics clinic located in Strasburg, PA. We see children from the Amish and Mennonite communities with rare genetic disease. I'm very honored to be a small part of a big thing where science meets compassion to alleviate suffering and care for the most vulnerable among us, our children. Thank you to all of you, and may we all find joy and purpose in our work. Good night.
Congratulations, Katura. The Nightingale Award for Excellence in Nursing Research is presented to Elizabeth Dowdell.
Thank you to the Nightingale Awards of Pennsylvania, to Dr. Helene Moriarty for her nomination, and to Dean Donna Havens for her support of the nomination. I am so excited to be here tonight as the recipient of the Nursing Research Award. You know, nursing research, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. It is a collaborative, inclusive, creative, and innovative process that has been my pleasure to share with students, nurses, and colleagues these many years. It's a wonderful experience, and it has been a privilege to work with students, undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral, as well as nurses and my colleagues at Villanova University, to watch ideas become created, proposals written, sometimes funded, sometimes not funded, but projects done and then disseminated, creating and furthering nursing science for our profession, because our profession uses science and evidence to provide the best care we can as nurses to our clients and patients, regardless of setting. And teaching students, learning with students about the process of nursing research. It's wonderful because they are the future. They're the future of the profession. They're the future of nursing science. They are our leaders at the bedside, in the clinics, in the homes, in the communities, in the healthcare systems, and at the colleges and universities. And they are the supporters of nursing research for science. I must also thank my mentors. I stand on their shoulders, and I hope am providing shoulders for our future nurse researchers to stand on. I must thank my colleagues at Villanova. It's been a real pleasure to be part of your teams, or to be able to review your proposals and to learn from you as you disseminate your own findings, your own science. I must thank my family, my 4 boys who are the joy and the light in my life, and my husband, Chris, who has provided a lot of support and a lot of endurance for the proposals that have been funded and those that have not been funded, and the manuscripts that have been published and those that have not been published. He has been at my side through it all, and for that I am very grateful. Thank you. Thank you to everyone this evening. Thank you.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. Join me in congratulating these outstanding nurses who are so deserving of recognition for their accomplishments and contributions to the professional practice of nursing in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Thank you all for attending tonight and helping to make this 32nd annual Virtual Nightingale Awards such a very special celebration. We also encourage you to donate to the Nightingale Foundation Fund. Details on how to participate are located in your program booklet and can also be found on the website. We once again offer a heartfelt thank you to our sponsors, Program Committee, Concept Management Group, Castleton Meeting and Events, and members of the Nightingale Board of Trustees. Thank you for attending the gala this evening. We hope to see you again next year for the 33rd Annual Nightingale Awards Gala to be held Friday, October 28, 2022, back at the Sheraton Harrisburg Hershey Hotel in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. On behalf of the Nightingale Board and the Program Committee, I wish you a safe and healthy good evening, and thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the event and the opportunity to celebrate the best and brightest in nursing across the Commonwealth. In the year of the nurse and midwife, we celebrate those who are nominated, finalists, awardees, and nurses across the world who have made an impact like no other this year as we face the challenges and the pandemic, and challenges us none of us ever thought we would in our careers. What I know for sure, Florence Nightingale would be proud of each and every nurse as we faced COVID-19 with strength, compassion, and epitomized the art and science of the nursing profession. Good night and have a good evening.